Hello guys and welcome back to the Interceptor. So I'm here with another war video, and today it is going to be Season 18 War 12, and we matched against 4 Sola or Quattro Sola. And we actually had 4 possible opponents, and this was the second easiest of the opponents. So we can't be mad, but we also do really need this win, so we're going to boost hard the entire war. Even if we're winning by a lot on the off chance they come back, plus other stuff. So we are going to be taking path... What do we take section 1? I know section 2 is path 6. Section 1, path 8. 8, right. Okay, path 8. So we're taking in Guillotine, Human Torch, and Quake this war. So we're going up for this Invisible Woman on path 8. We are going to take this node linked, but I'm going to wait a few hours just so I get some energy. So now this was 45 minutes later. Not an hour, but you guys know what I mean. Or was it an hour and 45 minutes later? I think it was an hour and 45 minutes later. But anyways, the link node here is Buffet. The only real node on this is the long distance relationship, so there's not really much to talk about in this fight. I do make 2 mistakes. I think I activate Buffet twice, but in this fight it's so easy that it doesn't really matter. Also going into this war, we are 7-4. We've been in tier 1 most of the season, and we also have died 7 times. So 7 was my goal for deaths on the season, so we're going to try not to die. Right there, I thought I dashed back. I guess I didn't. But because I got hit there, I never got the chance to activate Dex. So we trigger it again, but now that we've triggered Dex, I think I still heavy her by accident one time later in the fight. Yeah, right there. Maybe I do it again, actually. But I do it at least once. So there's no suicides on this, but the health pool is so low that I could probably activate Dex the entire fight by using my heavy, and I would still outdamage it. So yeah, there we go. I threw a heavy by accident because I thought she was coming at me with a light attack, and if she'd finished that combo with a light attack and I hadn't been holding my heavy, I would have not evaded it. So I was going for the end of a combo into the next combo. So that fight ends up going down. We drop our heavy there right at the end because the AI makes us when we win the fight. And that's actually our only fight for section 1. So we actually got pretty good job. So at this point we're at like 25 attacker kills in. We've only died once in this battleground, so we're destroying it. And now we're going to go into this path 6, the first node, Colossus, and I think I do get hit a few times. Yeah, right there. I forgot about limited immunity, so I landed my first parry, then I stopped blocking, and it didn't go well. So you'll notice almost this entire fight we're doing almost full combos of parries when he's hitting into our block, so that's really making a difference. But my 6-hour boost still had like 4 hours left or 3 hours left at this point, so it didn't really matter. Is game audio playing? I don't think game audio is playing for some reason. Yeah, it's on. I just checked. But if there's no game audio, then sorry about that. But honestly, you don't need it. Like, you don't really need to hear them or hitting. So hear me hitting them. And now we are going into this fight. I knew that the only goal I had was to get start off with my 100 combo, and then we'll be good. Right there, I was dashing back. I dashed back slightly too early by like a quarter of a second. And he catches me on the dash back before I can dash back a second time. But about this fight, there's really nothing to it. They can build up a lot of armors if they spam special 2. But as long as you bait special 1s, there's absolutely nothing challenging about this fight. I believe I saw in Lazer's video when she was fighting this guy on this node, she lets the opponent continually spam special 2s, and the opponent got like over 100 armor ups. That's just not a good idea. I honestly can't see a single reason in this fight why you would ever bait an L2, because it's kind of pointless. But right here, we are going to end the fight with an L3, and the next fight is going to be our hardest fight this war, I thought. And you'll see why I think, you'll see why I said I thought. Also, the title of this video is Can We Clutch Masters? If we win this war, we have a chance at making Masters. That's why that's the title. So you guys are going to see that later. But right now, we are going into this Omega Red. So the reason that I needed my charge was because for this Omega Red, it was a rank 3 6-star. It was actually this guy's only rank 3 6-star. And when you have an Omega Red, I'd probably use him on offense and make your defense slightly weaker. Because if you have a 345 Omega Red, then you don't really need to have any other attackers left. Maybe just like a Quake to take some odd matchups. And you can just stack your defense. So right now we have an hour left in our boost, and this is actually the last fight we're going to get in. I am a complete moron, and for some reason, I have no clue why, I have no explanation, I decided to use an invulnerability boost here. I can't explain it. There's no reason. I don't know why I did it. I was just thinking this fight would be a lot harder than it ended up being. We're going to activate our lifesteal and our power burn, and that's only because the goal of this fight is to have 100% when we get out. So we are going in, and this is no retreat as well as that arm rep node from before, and we're going to start the fight with spamming heavies. And there's not really anything to say. You guys are seeing how much this is doing. It's 6% per heavy. They are just melting. 4 heavies down to 74%. We almost activated no retreat there, but we were careful. We're going to keep throwing heavies because, honestly, there's no reason not to. When this fight's so safe, eventually we're going to start going for some 5-hit combos because of the power burn. But yeah, this fight is just over. We perfectly evade that L2. I think we took 1 blocked hit there, but yeah. All we have to do is end this fight with an L3, so I know 1 more combo is going to get me there, so I do it. I didn't finish with the medium because it probably would have killed there, but that's alright. We go for our L3 to finish this fight, and we pick up the guillotine charge. So very fast fight. Honestly, I don't even know how that was a rank 3 6-star because I just burned through him so unbelievably fast on that node. Anyways, we're going to take this Warlock next. I did have to wait because the guy that was taking Morningstar was asleep. So I had to wait till the morning, about 8 hours, 9 hours later. So we're going to heal up Quake to full. The only 2 champs we're going to use in this run here are Quake and Guillotine, so I never actually used Torch this war. The plan was for me to take Clairvoyant on the debuff immune mini-boss, but I was only supposed to take it if another guy wasn't awake, and he actually woke up just a few hours after me, and I was waiting for the guy on path 5 anyways, so yeah. So we're going to use the normal boost, and the only reason I'm using the normal boost is because I have all of them. There's not really any real reason for me to use the 6-hour boost because I'm not needed for the boss. And I bought those with loyalty because that's cheaper than using units. So we're quaking, debuff immune on this node. We are going to make 1 mistake early in the fight and take 2 hits. Is it right here? I'm not sure. It's definitely while he's debuff immune. But I have the invulnerability boost so I don't lose any health. There it is. So we took 2 hits there. And now it's back to quaking. So this is also toggle unblockable. And you guys know my track record against this node. This is by far the node I've died to the most in the last 3 seasons. I think 4 times. I might be wrong. But yeah. Very normal Quake fight. I've taken 2 times this season Warlock on debuff immune with Quake, so I'm extremely comfortable quaking Warlock. I don't know why I took those 2 hits, but even if I had, I'd only be down to like 60% maybe. And if they were both crits, maybe 50%. Also, right there, since he was dashing in and he has his head his head disappears while he dashes in sometimes. Well, when he was stunned there, he had no head. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Just a little bit over a minute of a fight, so very, very simple fight. And now we're going to move into our last fight of the season. Yes, the last one. So this is going to be Heimdall, rank 2 6-star. Don't know if I would rank 2 unawakened, but whatever. And we're using Guillotine. I think there are definitely better options to this fight. Personally, I would rather have a magic take this fight. But I don't think it really makes a difference. So the only real plan in this fight is to not lose our combo. And right there, you'll see he just won't throw a heavy. That was 7 attacks in a row without throwing a heavy. And we're not really doing much damage to him. Like 8 hits so far, hasn't even taken off 8% of his health. So there we hit a 3 combo parries. We go for a nice intercept there to try to power drain. but he won't throw the L1. So there he finally throws it. We hold our heavy and we counter that. That I actually practiced in duels a lot, but we're going to miss it a few times coming up. So a little over a minute left, and he's at 80%, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not winning this fight. I'm definitely timing out. So there he had True Strike, which deactivates Dexterity, so I couldn't have evaded that against the corner. But right here, we do get hit because he used a heavy while we were against the corner. And at this point, he just won't throw his L1. I don't know what was up here, but yeah. He does get us in the corner there, so we counter with a heavy attack, and he once again refused to throw his heavy, or his special. But we do evade that in the corner, and we go in for a combo. I'm not sure where it is I lose my combo. I think it's pretty sure soon. So there we hit a nice intercept. And then I go for a heavy counter, and I hit that. In hindsight, that would have been a great moment to throw my L3 because I didn't need to keep the charge. But you guys see with a minute and 25 seconds left, he's at 28%, and I'm like, okay, maybe I won't time out. And then the fight turns around so badly. So right here, I go for a heavy counter and I nail it. I think I go for an intercept there, and I miss the intercept, which means I no longer have my combo up. So there I go for my heavy. I dash back slightly too much, but I did also, just in case, I dueled him and I learned how to heavy counter his heavy. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, this fight's over. I lost. There's nothing I can do about it. I could play perfectly from here on out, but you guys will see that he just outright refuses to throw his L1 for very long periods of time. So right there, I try to get him to throw heavy, and he doesn't. So he is at 17%, 16% with 30 seconds left, and I'm like, yeah, this fight is over. I can try my best, but the lowest I can probably get him to is like 10%, 8% maybe. So we do heavy counter there to get rid of the True Strike. There I should have gone in, but I didn't recognize that it was a double medium until it was too late. If I had my power drain at this point, even if I didn't have my combo up, I think I could have taken this. So right here with 8 seconds left, we decide to block and then intercept because I want to get as much damage off. We throw our special 3, praying that this will kill him, but he actually is throwing his heavy so much in this fight or throughout the fight that he has so many armor ups that this isn't even going to be close to killing him. So it takes down 4%. He's left at 7%, and we time out. So on this channel, I do not count a timeout as a death. We're going to have a separate counter for all seasons for timeouts. So we're still at 7 deaths. That does not count as a death. That's the way we do this. But we are now going to have a new section that says timeout 1. Now we're going to go back in here with Quake. Quake can't solo this node because of the physical resistance, but she is an excellent option for cleaning up safely. We could have also brought Torch in with Flame On and just absolutely obliterated this node in 5 hits, but I would much rather not risk critting 5 out of 5 times or 3 out of 5 times even. And there, I don't really know why I threw that heavy. I think I was anticipating him to come in at me, so I let go of my heavy to dex back. But there, that's going to be the end of the war for me. We did take home the win against Quattrosola, so let me just tell you guys a little something about this war. So when we went in here, needed the win, but we needed a big win as well, and they actually left up 29 defenders. Now, there was no contact made between the alliances where we specifically told them to leave up defenders. We didn't ask for it. The simple fact is they had absolutely no chance at Masters, even with a win, even with a convincing win here. So they decided it was smarter to save items, and in our Battleground 3, they skipped side 1 and side 3, and they only went down the middle for section 2, which left up 29 defenders, because in my Battleground 1, they also left up some defenders. So that is going to be it. So with the title, can we clutch Masters? Honestly, I don't know if we've made Masters yet. It's definitely going to depend on what happens coming up. But at the moment, we're Masters rank 1, but that's because to us, we're the only alliance whose numbers have who have updated. But that is going to be it on the season. I hope you guys enjoyed. So this season we went 8-4, so definitely not as good a season as we wanted. But all 4 of the people we lost to finished in Masters, except for maybe E Squad, who might finish in Platinum 1, but we won't know until like a few hours from now. So at the moment I'm recording this, all alliances we lost to are in Masters. 3 of the 4 are top 10 Masters. So that is going to be it for the season. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video, which is going to be me opening my season rewards and showing you guys what we got. So 7 deaths on the season and 1 timeout. So it's definitely not as good as I wanted to do, and definitely not good enough for the average player in a Masters Alliance. But I died less than the average person in my alliance this season. So but I still want improvement, of course. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.